Welcome to season 2 of Remnant Gamers.
This segment has been brought to you by, of course, the Squirt Inquisitor 7000. It ain't the gun that squirts. And Goat Roper.
This podcast is brought to you by Goat Roper.
Well, I like watching corn.
He likes watching it get shucked. Well, them damn corn shuckers. They at it again.
Corn shuckers.
Down there shucking in the fields. Oh my god.
Exactly. Hashtag corn shuckers.
Can we get like a Golden Corral simulator game?
Golden Corral sim.
It starts off where you go into Golden Corral and you're like, they get some mashed potatoes, and the lady's like, ain't no more mashed potatoes, baby, just green beans and corn. And you're like, fuck this, I'm opening my own restaurant. The moose bathwater.
Moose bathwater. It's just a turd in a thimble.
Moose is in the Techno Void. Lat has got a camera and a mic that work almost 50% of the time. Jono cleaned up his room, and Chibi is now exactly in sync with her video.
I'm just
I didn't ask to
saying,
get called out like this.
Did I sum that up too well?
Oh, you hit the nail on the head, my man.
That's a big reach.
Nico Dasani.
Nico Dasani.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. Silver Monkey.
All right, we all have that issue with the flying peni, you know?
They're everywhere.
Everywhere. They're just fucking everywhere,
It's worse
you know?
than locusts, honestly.
But you know what you can do? All you have to do is get the floating thought.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do tell.
Yes. See, what you do is you get this magical kite that just takes it for you.
Choking 8-year-olds and power bottom and pigeons over here.
I need my safety gear on for this.
You just have to get your mouth guard and you'll be fine.
Here, son, bite down on this. It's easier if you don't clench.
Just take a deep breath and it'll be over in 2 seconds.
Oh, so that's where I was wondering where those copper tubes went.
Oh no, I've had these on me. I don't know where the other copper tubes went.
All I know is I put 3 copper tubes in the storage. You built a wall storage and looked at it, and now the copper tubes are missing from the ship's storage. That's all I know.
What are you trying to say, Moose?
What
are you trying to say, Moose?
I was trying to say one of us is a copper tube stealing some bitch, and I'm saying that man ain't me. Alright.
Burger!
Oh.
Tank! Burger!
I'm gonna put cheese on it.
Tank!
I'm putting cheese on it.
Doesn't need cheese!
It does need cheese.
Burger!
Take these starter plates. I'm making another cheeseburger.
Serve this. Serve this.
Serve that.
Serve this. Serve this.
Now the cheeseburger. Now we need another cheeseburger.
I'm gonna hurt someone.
Oh, I like how we all swiveled our head the same direction at the same time.
Hell yeah. Synchronicity, baby.
It did work really well, didn't it?
Right?
Well timed. Very well timed.
After all these years, we're in sync.
Ah, yes. If you can call it that.
It's gonna be May?
What?
No.
Oh. Not that kind of in sync.
No.
Different. Slightly different.
It doesn't hurt to try.
You're right.
He is correct.
No, I'm Jono.
Lovely start. How's everyone doing today? Good cold open. That was a good cold open. That was a good one.
We did it. It's taken us 77 episodes, but we did it.
I know, right?
What's that? We're on episode 77?
Yeah.
What?
Too bad that episode doesn't have a title to go along with it.
What? It might have a title to go along with it. It's...
Oh, what is the title?
Soulja Boy's back at it
Well, you
again.
see, our favorite person, Soulja Boy's back at it again.
No way. That's unbelievable.
It's
Yeah,
pretty believable, but you'll have to stay tuned to find out why.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it later on. So
No,
if
we're
someone
not.
was to like continue. Oh,
No.
I was gonna say if someone was to continue like listening or watching, that they would hear about it a
Mm-hmm.
little bit later.
Yeah, usually. Normally. I would hope
oh,
so.
they would. Oh, okay. All right. I was just checking. I want to be sure.
Sometimes it just works.
Sometimes.
You never know.
I
Mhm.
do.
Well, hey, I'm glad we established that.
Are we still like jet lagged from the convention? All three of us. Like, what the hell?
It's been a week.
I don't know
It's-
about jet lag. I'm definitely heavily
we-
medicated right now. So
Did we
Yeah.
do a podcast in between
no,
Comic-Con and Mega?
no.
I didn't think so. Have we really gone like a month without a podcast now? Are we this like behind?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure we skipped one.
I
Did we?
think so.
Wow, that's
Wait.
bad that I can't remember that much.
Right.
I'm gonna have
It's
to-
just been
I-
like.
Okay, I'm pretty sure we did. I'm pretty sure that we did do one.
I feel like now that you're asking, we did do one.
Wait. You know what? Maybe we did.
We did because we had Leslie
yeah.
on and I wasn't here.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
have the
Servo,
shirt
you
on.
hosted
I
that
remember
one.
now. Yes, that's why I don't remember it because it was weird. I hosted it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Now I'm remembering this.
Mhm.
Yep.
To me, this past like 3 weeks is practically a blur. Like
Yeah.
going from convention,
It's kind of been insane.
just going from Tampa Bay Comic Con. The following week was just catching up for what I couldn't do over that weekend in town. Going to MegaCon, coming back, catching up on the things I couldn't do that weekend. Time has no meaning to me right now, and I'm just beat.
It's funny because I also started my new job like just the week before when we went to Tampa Comic Con. So my whole week
Yes.
has been like a blur of time that does not exist at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty freaking much.
Yeah. It was.
Insanity.
It's been 2 weeks only because. Well, it's been a week that was missed. So
Yeah.
yeah, 2 weeks since the last podcast.
Yeah. But welcome back, everybody. Welcome to episode 77, Remnant Gamers Podcast. I already said that I'm Jono. I said that at the
can
top
see-
of the clock.
You can see that that Chibi and Lat stayed in Orlando.
I know, right?
Yeah, we tried to drag them away, but
Nope.
just couldn't.
Just wouldn't go.
Just couldn't.
It just wouldn't go.
This is my home now. Nom 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 nom.
I mean,
They became gremlins.
I would have stayed. I would have stayed if the con was going to continue to keep going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just love Orlando in general. Like I miss the hell out of that place. I lived there for 6 friggin' years, and being back
Oh,
there,
really?
was
Oh.
like, yeah, I lived there for 6 years, and like being back there last weekend was just, like my
I have
home.
no idea.
When we were at the Player One bar and Lat found the Punch Out machine, he's actually been there this entire like week after, trying to finally beat it. And some would say he's still on Glass Joe to this day.
Oh no, not Glass Joe.
He got his ass whooped by Glass Joe. It was awesome.
That's really funny.
Shout out to Player One Barcade. That place is freaking legit for those of you in the Orlando area. That place was
Yeah.
very awesome.
Except for the depression of going to the Time Crisis machine and realizing that, or House of the Dead machine and realizing there's only one gun.
Yeah.
that was sad. But yeah, there was Leslie who gave us the suggestion, so thank you, Leslie. Appreciate.
Hells yes.
Much appreciate. Well,
Much fun.
Indeed.
what have you guys been up? Do we want to go over what we've been doing this last week, or do we want to go over like con stuff that from MegaCon?
Porque
I
no
mean,
los
we-
dos,
what-
baby.
Oh,
I was gonna say, which one do you guys want to start with?
well, I'll
talk about what
go
we
ahead and
played.
start with saying that if I did like kind of like a photo and like
Yeah,
swag review.
yeah, we saw all the
So,
porn
it
from
was-
your stuff.
Yeah. So if you guys are interested in seeing some of that, you know, it's on the Discord. We have a photo album, and also there was a food posting channel where there's a lot of that stuff in there that you guys can see. But what about I guess let's talk about some of the stuff we enjoyed that we didn't take photos of. That'd be a good place to start.
Definitely should have taken more
No.
photos of Gamers Heaven. I went back to their TikTok afterwards, and I was like just catching up on everything that they've been doing. But I also am in one of their TikToks saying hi to the owner. So I was like,
Nice.
ha, yay. Place
it was
is
cool.
fantastic. I think the where's the original one as? Like South Carolina or something like that. I know it's like not too far from here, but not like
Yes.
amazing place. It's I've like been following them for like the last year or so on TikTok, and they've just been building up a originally starting off as like a tabletop gaming like area, and then they like evolved it into like a convenience store that's got like a bunch of Japanese like food and things into it. It's turning into a hotel that where you can stay the night in there. It's become like a gamer bar where you can like go and eat food and rent out like a thing for games and stuff like that. You can like rent out a booth or an area for playing games. Really fucking cool place. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, I completely agree. When we first walked in there, obviously there was a bunch of people around who
And I
were.
got my little
I
Naruto.
mean, yeah,
Yeah,
they had a bunch of cool shit in there. But yeah, I mean, I think we did get quite a few photos, but I mean, what you guys didn't see, or at least haven't seen any of yet, was us getting stopped like every 5 feet or so if we were walking with Sean, because it was just like Omni-Man, 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 Omni-Man. He was extremely popular, extremely, which is great. Which is great.
Yeah, that
I
was
thought
a
it
lot.
was awesome. I really enjoyed taking all the photos with people. They were like, I mean, they were genuinely happy to see someone as dressed up as Omni-Man.
I know, like, and that brought me such joy too. Is like people are like, "Oh my god!" Like, finally, I was looking for an Omni Man, and blah blah blah. Like, people were so genuinely happy to see that character there, and I was like, "Yay! I got to bring that to him." And
I
like,
was so surprised at MegaCon that there was like 3 or 4 Invincibles and there wasn't Omni-Man until like you were there, and then the
Right.
last day when that
Last
other
day,
dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
yep, we had comic book Omni Man and then Diet Omni Man the previous day.
Yeah. Diet Omni-Man.
Yep, that's definitely one of the nicknames for him for sure.
But then also there was really cool. Oh fuck my filter, some bitch.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Some trying to beat the. God damn it! Quit turning it into a background. Oh wait.
There
Oh,
you go.
there we go. But my
Very
camera's mirrored, so they're backwards. But we got Chrono Trigger,
Okay.
Final Fantasy VI.
Moose
Little,
fights with the green screen, the game.
I
I
know,
was gonna say, yeah.
pretty much.
Mine are on
Oh.
the what, can you see this?
So
I
happy
can't
for
look
these.
back.
Oh,
There they are.
almost just dropped that some.
They're back there somewhere.
They're back there. You can find them.
I got my Keyblade next to me too because I
Yeah.
don't have my thing to mount it on the wall yet.
Yeah.
Where's your thorn at?
That is back over here. Thorn.
Gotta have that. Hell yeah.
That was from Tampa Comic Con.
Yeah.
Big excite.
I didn't know if you
This
had
thing was great.
shown it off yet. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is I actually so like I knew about that booth because they've been at a couple other conventions, and I actually got another Destiny hand cannon from them like a year before as well.
Oh really? Nice. Yeah, he's got like a collection back there. He's got a Gallahorn, a Thorn. What else? Oh,
Vanguard
nice.
hand cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep. So now I've got dual wielding pistols.
That's awesome.
That's pretty sick.
I'm mad jelly of your swag collection, good sir.
And then I have my Gallahorn, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
that wasn't from them. It was fun. It was a good con though. Very enjoyable.
Really was.
Just a whole lot of chaos and a whole little amount of time together.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would say like top like snapshot moment for you guys, Moose.
Oh, just like top moment overall.
Yeah.
Like
At any particular moment that you thought that was like it was the best point of the weekend.
God, like that's really hard to narrow down because there were just so many there were so many elements of it.
Pick one that comes to mind.
Uh, the very front area of once you first walked into like the main convention area, and there was the whole like backdrops set up and everything like that, and just seeing everybody doing like the catwalk of cosplays all day, like just going down there. I thought that was really cool. Just tons of people lined up with cameras, freaking their shit over their fandoms and stuff. Like I was like, okay, that's really freaking cool.
Yeah, I liked how they were like announcing. At one point, they were like announcing all the ones for the contest, and it was cool to see all the people who had like entered in. Because a lot of those people, I feel like they were only there for that. I didn't see those costumes until that particular moment.
Yeah, that's a solid point. But I think you're right.
Like the Waluigi, the lady Waluigi, we didn't see any Waluigis until like that particular moment.
Yes.
There was like the big, huge like Chewbacca costume things.
Yeah.
There was a couple things that were right there. We were like, what were we doing? Oh, you were getting the photo with the alligator. That's right.
Oh my God, yes. Okay, maybe that. You know what?
Honestly,
that might have been the high point for me right there. To be perfectly honest,
I was gonna say honestly, I'm surprised that you holding the alligator Loki was not like the highlight of that weekend.
It actually kind of was. It actually kind of was. So they had this. They had this endangered crocodile, and then like I guess two of its offspring, just tiny, adorable crocs, and but. The one of them had the Loki horns on it,
right?
And you could for $10 you could take a picture with it, and I was like, I'm in here. Let's go. And then like just kind of got to like cuddle it and shit, and it was just kind of like blah, just kind of hanging out on me. I'm like, oh, this is so adorable. I love crocodiles.
That's awesome.
It's true. It's true. He was very excited about it.
I was giddy. I was grinning ear to ear under that mask, man. I was just like, this is so delightful.
No, not at the aquarium, Katie. It was actually at the con itself. It was in MegaCon.
Yeah.
They had like a little booth that was set up, and you can go up and just hug the alligator Loki.
Eaters. I forget the name. I'm sure you could look at the picture. It's like in the background.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about you, Jono?
I'm gonna be honest. My favorite part of the entire thing was having all 5 of us together in one room doing the panel.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
It's been the first time that all 5 of us have been in the same room in like what, a year now, something like that.
Pretty much.
Easily.
The last time we were like truly all in the same room together was technically at the steakhouse.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
The place where we just shove meat in ourselves. So like 6-8 months, something like that, roughly.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah.
That was like that was around the time the restaurant started like actually being
kind of opening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely my favorite part, is just having all 5 of us together again in the same room, in the same area, just being able to like see each other and continue like bouncing like ideas and talking to each other again. It's such a
like,
different.
It was like
time.
an evolution of what we did here. I feel like. I mean, I don't know. Would you agree? Like,
oh yeah,
we kind of had a plan as opposed to having a list of topics, but still, it felt very much like another podcast.
And of course, like seeing the crowd in front of us and just like getting to like one-on-one with like people afterwards. Just it always.
It was so funny. I think I was telling Batsy, I was like, it was when we first walked in. I forget who it was right at first, but I think it was you and Lad or you and Moose went to go see about the adapter thing, and then I remember walking in and going,
yeah, that's about right.
There's like 2 or 3 people in here right now. I was like, that's what I expected.
For the scale, like idea for our audio listeners and things is so before, when we did this same convention, when we did a panel here, we had a room that had like a maximum occupancy of like maybe 40 or 50 people.
I would say there's about 50 chairs, because I'm that kind of person. I walked in immediately. It was like, all right, how many people can we fit in here?
We did pretty like decently that year. That was like last year, and it was okay because it was like, all right, yeah, sure, first convention that we're doing a panel together or something, whatever. Well,
I got you. Okay.
And it was like, yeah, that's pretty impressive. We did like 50. We walked into this auditorium, and I mean auditorium, and
It was big.
it was like double, if not triple, the amount of chairs. It was like the largest fucking panel room in the convention. It just went all the way back.
I could look at the picture and do the math, but I want to say it was probably 300 to 350 chairs worth of sitting space.
I was gonna say like 150 to 200. I don't think it was like 300's worth.
It seemed like
it was a lot though.
In the back, they probably had. Well, again, we had. So the point is, we had quite a few people in there.
Mm-hmm.
They told us that when everybody sat, that there was about 190 people in the room, which means if there's 60 chairs, that would make close to 250. So I mean, somewhere around there, you get the idea. There was a lot of room in there, and then from 3 it went to like 190, and I'm sitting at the desk going, this is like the second fucking con I've ever been to. What is going on right now?
And something I was thinking about a little bit earlier today, from Tampa to Orlando. Quite honestly, these being your first 2 cons, and especially with the size of the crowd at Tampa for our panel, you have really adapted into the role of MC for these panels beautifully. Like, you MC'd the shit out of the panel. And I was thinking about that earlier, and I was like, God damn, that was second convention and that many people, and you just ran with it. So major props to you for that.
And that's a good thing, because the first panel that we ever did, I MC'd, and let me tell you how much of a shit show that was.
So it's kind of like here, like on the podcast. That's why I'm saying that, is that it reminded me of the podcast, because I enjoy being the driving force behind the conversation. I also really enjoy hearing what you guys have to say. So if you guys take the wheel, then I'm like, okay, I trust them. But as soon as it gets dead, I'm like, okay, here we go. Like, next thing, I'm ready to go.
Yep.
So I definitely enjoy that. And then, yeah.
I mean, we've built that
as I realized that it was
experience up over with each other. So yeah.
No, I just kept going. I was like, all right, this is gonna work. And then of course we started going over time.
Oh yeah.
And John was like, "Yo, I think we're going over time." And I was like, I'm on this. I had the list in front of me. As soon as someone said something that I could segue into the next thing, I immediately did, and it was beautiful. Everyone picked up exactly what I was putting down.
It was great. We had an hour for the panel. We were supposed to have 45 minutes for the panel. We had an hour that we were like basically in there for it. We spent the first 30, maybe 40 minutes on the first like grouping of of ideas that we had for because we broke the panel into 3 segments. The first segment we spent 30 to 40 minutes on. And then I looked at the time, and I went, Servo, we gotta move. We gotta get to the next fucking area. We've been talking about tech for like 30 minutes, man. And he was just like, you're right, we got it. Let's go.
Yep. And
which you'll see, because I'm gonna be releasing the panel video on the YouTube, so you're gonna see, and you'll also be able to see me just like moving over to me like, hey, look, we gotta, okay.
Then like 40, it's like 45 or 50 minutes in, you just kind of see me like going around everybody like, hey, and then
yeah. Yeah, Master Arms Omni-Man over here was rounding everybody up. It was honestly really well, especially how it started, because we didn't even talk about the fact that the first 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, we were trying to buy for time because we didn't have the proper connection to attach the projector so we could show the video.
Yep.
Which, by the way,
and then we were supposed to get a laptop to also do that, but we didn't get the laptop at all either.
Anyone who's listening or watching that was there at the con, you kind of already knew. We were just straight up like, I was playing some anime music on a speaker, and I was just like, hey guys, just so you know, we're gonna be starting in a minute. They didn't give us the right shit. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I threw
Right.
them under the bus.
It was
And,
it was just like a servo
people
playing
loved it.
anime music, and then me just every once in a while just picking up the mic and just doing a random like buffer for time. Like, hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing?
Who here likes
Yeah.
potatoes?
Do you like
Good.
trains?
Exactly.
It
Yeah.
was-
Honestly, I really enjoyed those parts though, because I forget what it was at first, but Chippy and I were talking about Gravity Falls. So I
Mm.
put on the Gravity Falls music, and as soon as I put that on, it seemed like people started coming in, and there were a couple people that were already like bebopping around, and I was like, okay, all right, these people are got the right vibe for this
Oh, yeah.
situation that they're walking into.
That crowd
But, yeah.
was so fantastic, though. Like, shout
Hon-
out if
honestly-
you were watching and you were in the crowd. Shout outs to all of you. You like everyone was super receptive and bounced off of us. Had plenty of questions, and some people even had like comments and like, hey, also something you didn't mention and blah blah blah. Like it was
yeah.
really it was a really constructive thing, and I was like that. This is the type of crowds I like doing this with.
Yeah, just like from
It
the
felt
bottom
like-
of our hearts. Thank you guys who were there.
Oh yes. Oh my God.
Absolutely for being
Yes.
For me, it felt like how like I imagine like a town hall about streaming should go.
Yeah.
Like everyone's there, everyone's interested in what's being talked about, and there were obviously we didn't have any like crazy situations going on. Like it wasn't like.
Well, we
Parks
did
and
have a
Rec,
Pikachu
but-
that was throwing up in the trash can.
Oh no! Yes, we did.
I don't know who that was, and I hope you're doing better.
I hope
I
you're
don't know,
doing
maybe it was-
absolutely better, because that was
Maybe it was just con nerves or something like that. But I tell you, Friday, that would have been me. If I would have got up on stage on Friday to do the panel, I would have had to probably step aside because I got so hyped up, and I was pounding G Fuel walking around the con. And then Lat was like, "All right, well, me and the fam are heading out," and I was like, "Cool, no problem," because at that time I was having a blast. But then I started getting a little overwhelmed, and I ended up spending about 30 minutes just talking to somebody who worked there while taking a chill pill and drinking a whole bunch of water. So yeah, that was another fun con experience. And if that was you, Pikachu, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better, and we'll see you hopefully next time.
Yes.
Oh man, yeah, it was.
So- what was yours, Servo? What was your favorite like little snippet?
Well, for me there was two really good ones. The first one was on the way to the con because I was like, I'm gonna play some music and get us hyped up. And so then when we walked in, I actually had planned on shutting it off because I thought to myself like maybe we're gonna get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But
No,
someone
absolutely
immediately
not.
picked up on I was playing the My Hero Academia theme song, which of course was playing, and they just started fucking going for it, and they were dancing. And I was like, "Oh, this is happening now." So then I just started. As soon as I would see somebody in cosplay, I would look up the theme song for that show or whatever and play it, and we walked all the way up through the fucking line like that.
I forget that you
And,
don't have these con experiences prior, because
No,
normally
I don't.
there's a Deadpool or a Spider-Man that's just holding a boombox walking through the whole convention just blasting music as loud as he could. So
See, that's like something that I would do, except my plan for next year is to dress up as the swordsmith guy from Demon Slayer and do the same thing, and just have a
Nice.
boombox that looks like a sword casing on my back.
I
But
like this.
oh, sorry, maybe I wasn't supposed to say that. But then the second one was, of course, after we went to dinner, Moose and I went to the after party, and the costume contest and all the crazy people that were down there. This again is my first con experience. I've never been to a con party before, and like some fucking Master Roshi tackled Moose while he was dancing, and
Yeah.
there was some other people that were there. There was like a bunch of cosplays that I hadn't seen all day. There was this lady who had this really elaborate dress, but it was in the theme of Cubone, and she had a fucking huge Cubone skull on Like it was epic as fuck. And I actually walked over to her. I was like, "Hey, I know that you're hanging out right here, and I won't bother you, but just for a minute. But that is fucking awesome." And she was like,
Yes.
"Oh my god, thanks." And then I was like, phew, like gone, because nerves.
Yeah.
But
I got
yeah,
it.
it was amazing. It was sorry.
I was just saying, then there at some point apparently I got like pretty tipsy and had a fucking dance off with a Spider-Man.
I caught like the tail end of it. I remember walking up and seeing Omni-Man being like, "Wah!" And I was like, "What is going on here?" And they were like, "Oh, dang!" Like he just did some crazy ass shit. And
Apparently.
I was like, they're reacting to something that Moose did, and I'm like,
Hey, out of
yeah, they
character,
are.
yes.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Okay, all right, cool. These people are fucking hype
You know,
as fuck.
you guys told me this like in my delirious sleeping state whenever you guys came back, and I don't remember that. And that explains
No.
why your fucking costume was so ripped when you were
Yeah.
putting it on Sunday.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I destroyed that costume. I was popping off at that after party.
Yeah,
God.
there was a lot of things, which, by the way, I did end up discussing the details of which afterwards with Betsy, and she fucking had a big with that. But it was nutty. It was a great time, and if you guys ever come out to any con and you see us out there, just know that yes, we are looking to party afterwards. Where are you going to be partying at?
All day Matt Surrey, where you at? We know you party. We know you party.
There's a couple people, including a particular Teen Titans character, that messaged me about Holiday Matsuri recently.
Awesome.
But anyways, I mean, the con was rad. I could go on forever about that.
Oh, yeah.
But we do have a
I was
topic
gonna say, but we do have a job to do.
that
Ish.
includes,
Ish.
but is not limited to, Grand Theft Auto of all games to decide to do a remake trilogy.
You know, so I put this back onto it at the top of it because,
Yeah.
and I left it as a like, who the fuck wrote dick puts on our topic list?
Right, it's crazy. You can't trust them document files. Dude.
Yeah, no, docs change all the time, man. I put it
I don't have
in
it
there,
edited, so.
labeled in as, "Hey, are you ready to buy the same old games again?" Because not only did we get GTA, like Rockstar confirming, "Hey, we're gonna put in GTA 3, San Andreas, and Vice City back into a bundle and resell it," but you also get like the 11th edition of Skyrim that just got announced again too.
Dear Lord. Yeah.
Todd
Yes.
fucking Howard found a way to fucking do it again.
And you ain't kidding. They're gonna just ride them properties into the dirt.
You get some kind of 500 creator coin consumer bullshit things that I don't even know what the fuck they mean or do. But
I'm just as confused.
Like I thought, so at least these are going to be the GTA. It's GTA 3, what, Vice City and
San Andreas, yeah.
and San Andreas. So
at least
we
it's
really
not 5
haven't-
again.
right. So we really haven't seen a massive modern update to those games in a while. Like there was the PC re-release.
Which did fairly well.
It did fairly well, but it wasn't like a crazy like overhaul or anything like that. It's still like 1080p at best, I think, like if I remember correctly. It wasn't really upscaled that much. So this there's been enough time. There wasn't a re-release last year like with an Elder Scrolls game, like.
Not to mention, like, there's been some like resurgence on these older GTA games. Like a lot of people have been like playing speed runs or playing just like randomizer runs of like Vice City and San Andreas recently. So it makes sense to bring it back into the limelight. Not to mention, like, resell an old game, prep up some hype. Then we announce GTA 6 because we all know that it's around the corner right now.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Oh, it definitely is. They just refuse to fucking tell us anything.
I mean, that goes to say that they have a lot of the DLCs that have been coming out pretty regularly for GTA Online, and also Red Dead Online has actually got a pretty decent following still. So I mean,
which I've
Well,
still
he's
yet
not
to
doing
play.
nothing, but
Hmm.
it just seems, I don't know, it seemed to me weird that they would choose like the really older graphics games to just like re-release and not necessarily try and like build on that by doing something. I don't know. I just feel like
Nah, they've split their team up enough recently between like Red Dead and GTA, and they've got like everyone working full force on GTA 6. So I wouldn't see them like remastering it as much as like just kind of being like, okay, we'll bundle back up. You guys haven't been able to play this since PS2, so here you go, have fun.
Yeah. So I don't
yeah,
know.
well, I
man.
guess you're not wrong. I mean, these titles aren't already available on Steam, huh?
Mm-mm.
I was thinking maybe that they were. I was like, why would they just
Although-
re-release them again?
I think if I'm not mistaken, GTA 3 and Vice City are available on iPhone and Android. I want to say that I remember those re-releasing onto there like 5 years ago randomly, and I was
Aw.
like, who's playing this on a phone?
I've
Yeah,
seen crazier
Grand Theft Auto
things.
San Andreas is available on mobile.
Yep. Yeah, I
That
remember
mobile
that, and I'm
market.
like, I wonder what the control scheme is like. It's weird.
That left runny stick, and then there's probably the shooties, and then there's like a jump button above it in really crappy mobile design fashion.
Yeah, there's something about that I just can't do.
And then
No.
and then you pull up your phone menu within your phone while you're on your phone.
Then Exhibit comes out and just spits on you and like
Yo, dog, heard you try to put phones in your phone.
He just comes out and goes, "You already know the joke. I'm just gonna be scooting."
But yeah, so I mean, more power to him. Hasn't been re-released in a while. Just please stop making a habit of this.
Yeah, just please stop remaking Skyrim.
Oh yeah,
And
Skyrim being
so-
the main offender in that
Yes.
line.
There's okay, before we move, because we're gonna move after this, but just before we move on, it irks me that like after the Bethesda Xbox merger and everything, a game that's already been re-released like 6 times on PlayStation platforms, the final re-release of this game,
Final.
is not getting a re-release on a PlayStation platform. It's specifically Xbox, the older Xbox. It's Xbox One, Series X and S, and PC. They literally were like, "Fuck PlayStation," one last time.
After saying, "Oh no, don't worry, we're gonna continue to release games on all platforms."
Exactly.
And after this game that's been out for 10 years now, by the way, this November, which is when this re-release comes out, on its anniversary, 11/11/11, 10 years, and they've released it every fucking year on a PlayStation platform, and this one they're like, nah. It bothers me so fucking much.
Well, yeah, no, I mean that is a really solid point about the whole like, hey, don't worry, gamers, we're all in this together, and then it feels like I mean, in the grand scheme of things, like how fast time moves, it pretty much was immediately after saying that. By the way, this is exclusive. Like, you suck.
It's also not the first thing that they've done since then as well. Like, didn't they announced another game under Bethesda's studio not too long ago, and then also said that it was Xbox exclusive. I just don't remember what that is off the top of my head.
I actually do not know.
A great question.
But yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
like
I don't-
immediately after their merger, they were like, "Don't worry, guys, we're still gonna release on both platforms. It's just we're gonna have some games that are exclusive to Microsoft." And then the following 2 titles that they drop after that is, "Yeah, these are Xbox exclusive. Fuck you, gamers."
Yeah, it's stupid.
Well-
It's just
A little bit of a cold backhand, but you know, whatever.
Did you
went
expect
for the money.
anything less?
I mean, after the 11th time, it's like, just stay the fuck down. Die.
God,
Yeah.
speaking of
Yep.
staying the fuck down,
Stay down,
Uh, XQC was banned for the 5th time. Who saw that coming?
No,
Definitely not me. No,
everyone.
wait. Yeah,
There's still no
what's funny
like
about
answer as to why he was banned, and there's never
yes.
going. They just like to pick random times and just go. And has XQC gone live today? You're banned. All right.
You banned. Got him.
God.
It's just like it's just a bot that's like, oh, XQC, one of the like top streamers. Yeah, just ban him, just to be safe. We don't know if the algorithm is actually picking up on anything, but yeah, just fuck him up.
It's a 50-50. He's probably toxic today. Let's ban him.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Just
Yeah.
I can't believe every single time like man just breeds and he's banned.
Yeah.
Whether it be from the platform Twitch itself or from whatever game he's playing. Like No Pixel
Well, I mean-
GTA with his 4 different bans that he's gotten from the server.
The best part is that after he gets banned, usually he's like back within a couple days.
I mean, he's already back live. Like, he's live right now, actually. He's
Yeah.
already back up and running. But, like, I think his longest
he's-
ban was
because he's
7
XQC.
days. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But then I think about if someone out there were to get the random ban hammer on accident, like legit accident, that could be the end of their account. At
Yep.
least that's some of the reports that we've heard over the last, couple 77 episodes of doing this, talking about different people getting banned.
You know,
There's some people
we've
that
been
have not
experiencing
come
this
back.
before.
Yeah. So kind of interesting. We're gonna talk more about that later. So
Yeah, we definitely will at some point. So what's going on with Discord?
Kind of interesting because it's not just one thing that happened recently. There's been a couple things, but in particular, this article was talking about. Now, Moose, did you post this one out?
Yes. So, Security Insider Sophos, they do a lot of like firewalls and threat prevention in the IT world and everything like that. So, they reported that there is a pretty persistent malware. I believe in the backbone of Discord. It has been a while since I read this article, and there have been like freaking several other tech stories throughout the week on just bunch of shit going down. But long story short, it's just yet another security thing you got to look out for. Discord becoming such a more popular platform for file sharing and things of that nature comes with the territory that there's just going to be a lot of people attaching satellite programs or malwares, malware hosts and things like that to images, document files that they're sending you. And what the hell am I missing here?
No, you're fine. Continue on.
Okay, I was like, wait, what? I couldn't even, yeah. But, yeah, so essentially one of the big things right now is be very, very careful. It's kind of just like a general warning to everyone. If you use Discord, if you use any platform really, if somebody sends you something and you're not sure who they are, don't open the goddamn file. Like, just don't, if you don't know them, don't open it. Don't take candy from strangers. Like, this is old hat at this point. Like, just don't
And
go opening everything you get sent.
It's not like it's new. It's not like it's new in any way. We've seen Discord
Yeah.
bots that have been like malware bots before. We've seen things that have like come through. I'm pretty sure we've banned a couple of them before that were
Oh yeah.
known people that were doing the bad things on the interwebs. Yeah, but just be cautious. Don't trust random people.
Yeah. So yeah, that was basically the long and short of it. And Jono, you hit the nail on the head. This is nothing new. People have been emailing, using email. People are using email for the longest times. Just sending files to thousands of people at a time, seeing who would take the bait. Discord is now that popular of a platform. So people are just,
Yeah.
you're going to get a random message. Somebody's going to be like, hey, I've got this like picture of you on my Google Drive. Do you want to go like check it out? And if you have no idea who the hell it is, like don't go to, don't go to their Google Drives, don't go to their OneDrive share links,
Do I still
don't accept a
have-
file directly.
Let's see. I've gotten a couple within the last like 2 or 3 months. One of them like direct messaged me after joining a channel that I was in. And they sent these messages out to like every single person that was also in that Discord. It was like, hey, are you busy at this moment? Or like, hey, we've got this friend in common. Is it all right if we talk for a second? It's just like things to get you to like click in links or click into different things, and they just be smart.
And working in IT myself, I see it all the time, because protocol where I work is if you get an email and you're like, hey, I don't know if this is legit or not, you forward it to us, we'll let you know. But the one we see more than anything, that's just I like it's very broken. Like it is like it was Google translated several times over, but basically it's like, hey, I have picture and video of you. You like the porn sites, don't you? I see them in your camera and I have recorded the video. You like the porn and I have video of you doing stuff to that porn. I won't tell you what it was, but you are dirty. Send me 10 Bitcoin. Like,
I was just looking through. I was looking through for more examples because I know that I have them just in my DMs. And I was looking through names that I like don't talk to regularly, and then I forgot that there was like a year, I think like 2 years ago, when someone told everybody in their Discord and their Twitch chat to send me pictures of pickles. And I was like, what the fuck? Why did I just go through 5 DMs and they all were just pictures of pickles?
Discord's great for certain things. Like
it is.
sending pickle images to your friends.
Why?
But for other things, it can be, like, I mean, basically, in my experience, which again, I don't work in IT like Moose does. He's a lot more knowledgeable about that kind of stuff. But in my personal experience, it's always like, if you're on a platform and they try to send you a link to go somewhere else, if they don't speak really good English, or if there's something that just like automatically seems weird that you'd be getting it, my rule has always been, if it's that important and I delete it, they will send it to me again or contact me in a different way.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it. Like, I'm just like, suspicious, delete. Like, that's never really a bad thing to do, because again, if it's that important, they will call you or something and be like, hey, so and so, we're trying to get.
Hi, we've been trying to reach out to you about your car's extended warranty.
And
We're trying to reach out to you about your car's extended warranty.
Yeah, and so actually, this actually reminds me of another one too. So we've really touched on, and I'll TLDR this one, but we've really touched on obvious type stuff. But there was actually a YouTuber very recently from Some Ordinary Gaming, Mudahar on YouTube. I believe he was the one who broke this. There was a reputable YouTuber that actually did get caught by an email that did generate from an @Google email address. It was spoofed to hell. It was spoofed to hell and back, but it seemed very legit. And it basically told them, "Hey, you have a secondary AdSense account and it's conflicting, so we're going to pull all your monetization until this is resolved. Go here to resolve it."
Oh, that's right. I remember when those YouTube ones were going out.
Yes,
yeah, that was a big fucking issue.
They can look very legitimate, but it did. The guy did end up deleting his YouTube channel, and having to start over because of it. And by that time, he realized, oh shit, this is a scam. Like, oh no, and he had already done the damage. So it can look seriously legit sometimes. You just really got to be defensive about it.
And one of the big things, if you're in like that kind of situation with someone else broke down, like Moist Critical was the one who was breaking it down, was just like in the like 7 years that I'd done YouTube and like been popular on the platform and everything, YouTube doesn't fucking email me once. So just kind of know or understand, like if a source is like emailing you, how often they email you? What are they emailing you for? Does everything in there look legit? Is it to the T? If it smells fishy, it's
double
probably
check it,
fishy.
yeah. Yeah, double check it. I mean, it's kind of like a PSA. A lot of people probably already know this stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, it never hurts.
Yeah, it never hurts.
If you ever run into a situation like that where you're questioning it, then just question it. Just question the shit out of it. Like, if you were sitting in the same boat as that YouTuber, and you turned around and said, "Okay, well, I'm not doing anything until I confirm this is from YouTube," then
Yes.
I mean, how's that going to hurt you?
Yeah, give me an internal call number, that I can verify with, and say, that's not even that's not foolproof because
I was gonna say, and most of the time, if you are a YouTuber, like if you are somewhat of a popular creator on the platform or so, you usually have a YouTube person that you relay things to and you go through.
Yeah,
You've got like a personal PR person. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So usually it's like, oh, this seems a little weird. Maybe I should run it through them. Just, always make sure that you watch your back. Because
People sometimes take things for granted, and that's just the human nature sometimes, is to just believe things at face value. But
yep.
Unfortunately, we live in a different kind of world nowadays.
That we do. Well, speaking of taking things for granted, I'm talking about the wonderful exploit that was found on Steam that I wish that I would have fucking found ahead of time instead.
God, right.
Like winning the lottery.
It could have been.
Pretty much.
It very well could have been, except he got very well underpaid for finding this exploit.
I agree.
So the security researcher on HackerOne, who is like a team that's gone through different sites and things and like found exploits in different like areas that could potentially be dangerous, kind of like this one, found a neat little one on Valve or on Steam's platform where you could essentially have infinite money. You would go into like a transaction, you would switch emails on it while it was adding money into the account, and it would not charge anything, and it would just add money into the account, into your Steam wallet, and you could basically just buy infinite games and like sell out just what the fuck, game keys. That's the words I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Game keys out. And you could just be making giant amounts of profit off of it. So he was just like, hey, I'm gonna email this over to Valve, and they researched it, they checked it out, verified that it was legit, and we're like, we gotta fix that shit right now.
And narc.
Yeah, freaking narc. But they did. They fixed it. It's been patched up for now. We'll see if anything else pops up in the future. But then they paid him like $7,500 for finding the exploit. Like, cool. It was a bit of money for just finding something that he could have easily exploited and gotten infinite money off of. But also, the article even says that like Riot was offering $100K for finding exploits for their games.
Yeah. I mean, here's
but
the
also I'm like, yeah.
end of that though, right? Like that guy who found the exploit, and I guess anybody else who found it, they could have reported it, and maybe they got some benefit out of it. Maybe it got reversed or whatever. Who knows? But all I'm wondering is if there's anybody out there who did get access to that exploit, why aren't you gifting me games? It's SRVO on Steam, okay? Just send me free games.
John Walmarty, I'll play them with you.
Right? Moose Cow, I'll just be like,
if you're getting
tweet
games
new
for free,
games.
hit your boy up, okay? Come on.
God.
Just saying. We must not have any like Steam hacker friends. Because I didn't get any free games out of it.
And the specific hacker, just to give credit for the person who did find this, that was part of HackerOne. His name is Durbrix, DRBRIX.
Good job,
Dr.
Durbrix.
Briggs.
I do not hold it against you.
Yeah. I mean, hey,
If
if
you're
you're
good
gonna be a
enough,
white hat hacker, by all means, like,
yeah,
do the
Go
justice
bug
that you're
bounty
out there to do.
In all seriousness, yeah.
Yeah, bug and exploit bounty hunting is lucrative if you are damn good at what you do.
But you also can turn into a black hat hacker real quick if
Just
you find
in
the
a-
right ones.
In an instant, yeah.
So many times I've seen them just be like, I used to help find exploits, and then you find the one for that nice high-paying company, and you go, I'm gonna lock away your information and put it underneath a encrypted code. Go ahead and pay me money so I can decrypt it back for you guys.
Hells yes.
If I had a white hat for this analogy, I would switch them. But...
Yeah, I was looking for a white sock and a black sock to put on my head but I don't have any around me. So I was actually responsible this weekend.
Live reenactments of what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Didn't know we
I've got
were
a bag
in
of
interactive
Moe's.
live theater here.
Yeah, I've got an old Moe's bag behind me from earlier today. That's a white
black
bag.
hat thing. Yeah, put that on your head.
I know, right? Oh no, I've got this terry cloth for cleaning my screen, so I'll be the black hat hacker.
Okay, and I got my cloth from not the hotel room last weekend.
Yes.
I'll be the white
My
hat.
hat is black and white, so I'm halfway.
Oh, you're the gray hat. Oh, hacker the gray. Excellent. We are the hackers of the apocalypse.
God damn it.
Send us Steam games.
Yeah, send us your games, guys. I mean, if you're getting them for free, like, don't spend money on us. I'm just saying.
We will not turn down free games.
Exactly.
Well, while we're talking about legality and things of that nature, it's this guy who got arrested while playing League at an
This one
internet
was
cafe.
wild.
I watched the video of it happening
That's an
too, and I
interesting story,
fucking cackled.
That's really, it's funny because it's like such a unique feature to something like that, and like you would only find that at an internet cafe that's like, enthusiastic about League.
So this man, so there's an off-duty cop who went to an internet cafe because he wanted to play some League, and at this internet cafe they have this thing where if you're a high-ranking player, they announce your name over the intercom, and that way people can, like, in the community can be like, oh shit, there's a top-rated player here, yo, what are they doing? And then you just you like gather around behind it and stuff. I want to say that, like, yeah, it's like a nice way to get like hype and get some like hype going in the community about like, oh shit, that person's big and they're here. Fuck yeah.
Well, it works. Yeah, it works really well for the internet cafes because, like, yo, we've got pros up in here. Like, this is the internet cafe you need to be at. So they hype them up when they sit down. Like, yeah, they came to us.
It's like
You're at the right cafe.
the equivalent of like a celebrity Instagramming out a meal from a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, I put my personal seal of approval on here. Well, this motherfucker's name got announced over there, and the undercover cop was just like, yo,
wait a minute.
They're like a, what was it, a gold ring player, or like diamond tier player, something like that. They were high up.
He was a GS Challenger, I believe.
Was he Challenger?
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was a Challenger. So. He was like, yo, I gotta see how they play. I want to go watch them like from behind them and see like what their setup is and stuff. Walks over and like gets a peek at the dude who's playing, and then goes, I've seen him somewhere before. Checks his phone, pulls up like a criminal database, and realizes, oh, this motherfucker's a criminal that we've been looking for.
We got warrants for this guy. What the fuck? Get out of that chair!
Literally arrests him inside of the chair and pulls him out. It was so good.
Oh man.
Oh.
His celebrity status backfired heavily.
Yup.
Because you don't usually think about like the anonymity of the internet and like signing into a game catching up to you in the real world in a way like that, but now shit's kind of like, you know, people are getting recognized where they go, like that are just, they're only known on the internet for different things.
The link is in chat, in our Twitch chat, for our live viewers to see if you would like to also read some more of the story and see the video of it happening, because it's linked in there. It is priceless. Absolutely loved it.
Oh yeah. Stealing. Take two. Speaking of,
Hey
Fortnite
guys,
done did it again.
You remember that game that's popular sometimes called Fork Knife or something?
What is that?
It's this game where you drop off of a plane and you build a 20-story
Oh,
mansion.
Warzone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No. The one where there's like items and stuff.
Oh, Apex.
Close.
No,
It's
no,
close.
no,
It's
no.
close. It's the one where if you get like lightly grazed by a piece of grass, you actually become a homeowner for a 30-story mansion.
The Sims.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, The Sims.
Actually, yeah, absolutely. So Fortnite has the longest running habit of stealing everything they can from every other game around them that's popular.
Oh yeah.
It did it during Apex's launch. It did it during what the fuck was the other one that it stole from like immediately? It was PUBG. While it was competing with PUBG, it stole from PUBG, and now it done did it again. Guess what, guys? Fortnite looking pretty sus because you can play Among Us in it now.
Just kill me. Like,
The tweets from the creators that were inside the article as well were just so ridiculous because they're like they didn't even change the map for Scold at all. Like they didn't change the first map from Among Us except they flipped Medbay and Electrical. They put us side by side of the two together and it was like, fucking really? If you're gonna steal from us, at least be creative about it.
right. Like it was just blatant.
That's really funny.
I don't even understand how you can play Among Us in Fortnite. Aren't you supposed to be killing people to be the #1 victory ninja person?
Yeah, like, aren't you supposed to be riding unicorns up Ariana Grande's butt and stuff? Like, what the? Like, isn't that what Fortnite's about these days?
That's also part of it.
Yeah, that's also part of it.
Like,
But
to their credit, Fortnite is still the daycare of the internet, and I support you for housing millions of kids so they don't steep into the other games.
You
So
say
thank you
that,
for
but
that.
man, I really wish some more of those kids could just go to Fortnite instead of playing Rust.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
I cannot stand the squeakers that just start cursing out a bunch of random things while you're raiding their base. It's terrible.
Yeah, you gotta be real quick with mutant proximity of chat around them if you're streaming.
And that's why whenever we were playing Rust, I made sure that you guys had the settings list of, hey, also drop the voice chat audio real low, just in case.
Yes. You just hear a high pitched inhale, like, ah! And then you just gotta slam that mute button. You gotta slam that. You know nothing good's coming after that.
Although sometimes it's just fucking hilarious.
Sometimes. Why are you calling me fat?
My mom said, "Give me my base back, or I'm gonna tell."
Oh my god. My dad works at Nintendo.
He does.
God.
Well, yeah. So Fortnite done did it again.
In true Fortnite fashion.
So I know that we have a little bit of Dead by Daylight news about something going away, but I figured I'd also include the for Moose to explain what's also upcoming. So do you want to talk about the good, the bad, and the dead?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
All
So,
Wait, hold on. All right, go ahead.
So we'll start with the good because I'm just too excited not to start with it. So over the past couple of weeks, they Behavior Entertainment, the development team behind Dead by Daylight, have been teasing a new killer. they did announce that the killer was going to be an intellectual property that was not created by behavior, so it was a licensed killer coming out. To which in the past we've had like, Freddy, Michael Myers,
Silent
we've had
Hill,
Pyramid Head, we've had Nemesis from Resident Evil most recently.
everyone was excited because they were like torn between 3 different possibilities, which was Springtrap from Five Nights at Freddy's, Candyman, and Pinhead from what the fuck is the name of
Hellraiser?
Hellraiser, thank you. I was like, something with a razor.
Yes, Razor Scooter.
Scooter Ankle,
yeah,
the game.
Scooter Ankle. Yeah, that's the new killer. It's just somebody running around with a scooter bopping ankle. But yeah, no. So it finally came to pass. We now know who the new licensed killer is, and it is Pinhead from Hellraiser.
Prepare your BDSM dreams.
I know, right? And so I could not be happier right now. Pinhead is one of my all-time favorites. Like, right, and it's great because my favorite killer in horror movie history is Michael Myers. Pinhead is a close second. So I'm like, yeah, baby!
Bite me harder, daddy.
Oh, yeah.
I am very interested to like actually try and get into Dead by Daylight because of the character. It's like the first character that I'm ever even planning on buying, and I'm literally starting playing the game because of it. Because Pinhead's like number 1 for me. Like I would say second would be I don't know, like the Leatherface or some one of those other ones.
Yeah,
But
Leatherface is in there too, and he's just great.
Yeah.
the Hellraiser movies are like my top favorite always, and I always was like, wonder why they don't have Pinhead. Like there's so many things that he could use as like special moves.
It's
That
one of
would
those
work
things where
really
I'm
well
sure
in
they're
that
still
game.
working to try to get licensing from other people, from other things and stuff.
That makes sense, yeah. And that's kind of always what I assumed it was. But yeah, to be honest with you, I got excited about it potentially being Springtrap.
I
Even though I
also
don't
was
play
kind
Freddy.
of excited about Springtrap.
After we talked about it, I was like, damn, that would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then it turned out to be Hellraiser, and I was like, okay, that's what I wanted anyway. But
Like they have unique mechanics that could work, just like how Springtrap could work. How Saul, they have the girl Amanda who takes over for Jigsaw, running around as like the pig face killer, and you get like into Saul traps, and you end up like with the giant crazy rip Saul face one, and you have to go and like do a puzzle to defuse it. Yeah, you have to go and defuse it and stuff. So like they could easily end up with a Five Nights at Freddy's kind of gameplay loop where you're just stuck in an area and you have to monitor things that are going on around you. Like I think we were talking about it and we were like, you're doing generators, and all of a sudden like Chica's behind you and you've got to like turn your camera and look at her and be like, no, go away.
Yes.
It could have been cool.
I want the twins from like Fatal Frame.
Oh, that'd be dope. Well, yeah. Then just real quick. Then, because since I know Pinhead means so much to you, I'm about to make your pee hard with this. So they did a reveal on the skills that he has. So one of which there is a puzzle box somewhere on the map that the survivors have to solve. If Pinhead gets to it first, it enhances his abilities. So the puzzle box is now its own objective somewhere in the map. His every killer in Dead by Daylight has access to a Mori. You hook somebody a couple times, and then you can just kill them instead of having to go through the last hook with them. Pinheads pushes him up against a pillar. And then that scene from Hellraiser where all the chains come in from all the different sides of the room, that's what happens to the survivor, and just punches them with the chains and then drags them to hell. Like,
yeah, his Mori
from the movie.
His Mori
is Mori.
Fucking great.
It's like I was watching that like, oh. So yeah, he's gonna be great. I'm buying him day one.
Yeah.
So on to the bad for Dead by Daylight.
Yes. So the bad,
which is the first DLC that I bought because I really wanted Steve.
I was almost there.
Yeah. So you can still purchase it, I believe, into next month. I believe, but Netflix is basically revoking the license for the Stranger Things DLC that comes with Dead by Daylight, or not comes with, but is a part of Dead by Daylight. So, if you get, Nancy and Steve and
Demogorgon.
Demogorgon are going away. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they will still be playable as long as you have the DLC afterwards.
That's what it said, but also, like, Demogorgon, probably one of the weaker killers in the game, unfortunately.
Realistically, yeah.
But Steve...
He's cool.
Steve, really good. Nancy has some really solid skills.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Nancy's recovered by jumping into a, closet skill. So ridiculous. It's like having first aid, but you don't have to spend the time of first aiding the whole time.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, because self-care fucking sucks as a perk. Like, admittedly, it's a terrible perk. If you play Dead by Daylight and you're a survivor, don't pick self-care. It looks cool. Just don't. You're hurting everyone by picking that perk. Please don't pick that perk. This has been your PSA for the day. Please don't pick self-care. Grab borrowed time instead. Do us all a favor.
Noted.
Moose does play a lot of Dead by Daylight, by the way. A lot of Dead by Daylight, by the way.
Well, yeah, no. So if you haven't gotten the Demogorgon, if you haven't gotten the Stranger Things DLC yet, if that is something that you would be interested in, because Demogorgon may get buffed somewhere down the road, you never know. They may not abandon it completely, even though they don't have the license to it anymore.
We'll see.
Go ahead and pick it up. Should be like $5 or $6 on Steam or your platform of choice. Go and pick it up. You should have access to it.
I think it's on sale right now. I'm pretty sure it's on a
they
giant
did,
sale right
yes. I think they took it like half off because of this.
Yeah. So if you don't have it, why not grab it? At the very least for the skills for Nancy and Steve, because they're really good. Especially if you're the person who likes to like aggro and have the killer chase you the whole time. Steve's perks are perfect for it. He's literally just the ultimate babysitter, and then Nancy's perks are perfect if you are constantly running for your life the whole time.
Yeah,
all around good.
Except for that Demogorgon.
Yeah, Demogorgon does kind of suck.
Couldn't compete.
Yeah, it just kind of sucks.
I was really hoping. I love the map too. I love the Hawkins Lab map a lot. Just
Hawkins map, yeah.
It's just the Demogorgon.
Yeah. So yeah.
The one I like is the new Resident Evil map. That one's really solid.
RPD, God, I love it as a killer, but as a survivor, eat my shorts. Like, well, especially if you're a killer like Bubba, if you're a killer that relies on something with like a
Leatherface.
Yeah, better Leatherface. If you're a killer that relies on mobility, good luck in the RPD map. It sucks for you. I feel for you. Yep. If you're a trapper killer, though, oh my god, RPD is great. So many tight corridors.
God, I bet fucking Pyramid Head just has a field day in there.
Oh, he friggin' does. Yeah, just drag right down the hallway, baby.
Yep. Drag down the hallway. Is he still broken where his his like stab light goes through walls and shit still?
Oh, it's supposed to. It's always been that way.
Okay. I thought that they were like not having it go through walls before, because you could literally just like someone's around a corner immediately just fucking down stab and drop them.
No, yeah, no. If you're running like Nurse's Calling or something as a perk with him, and then some people are like sitting on the other side of a wall doing self-care for like 33 seconds, so you can easily see them with Nurse's Calling, you can just pop them right through a wall with that. Just saying.
This is why I don't play Dead by Daylight with Moose.
Oh.
God.
I feel a certain way about certain perks. As a killer main, though,
I feel like you and Batsy would team well together on Dead by Daylight.
I feel like that's very accurate. We need to do that one night.
We should all have a Dead by Daylight night.
Yes, I'm so here for that.
It's been downloaded on my computer for forever. I don't see why not.
Yeah, I don't think I ever Nezuko.
Nezuko.
What?
Yeah. Dead by Daylight's one of those games that I just never uninstall. Like
Yeah.
I just, even if I get carried away in some other game, I always come back to it.
That's me and Destiny.
True.
Yeah, I wish I could go back to Destiny now. I feel like it's been too long since I played.
It's next season is literally dropping on Tuesday. There's
Well,
been
they
a lot of
also
build
like
up for
removed
it.
a bunch of stuff, which was like really, as someone who wasn't playing it at that moment, that really pissed me off because I was like, oh, I want to go back and do, fucking that water place, and then my friend was like, oh yeah, they took that out.
Yep,
I was like,
Titan's
wait, what?
gone, and
What?
all of the fucking planets. It's rough.
Why? Why?
It would have made sense if we would have gotten content to replace it with, but
I paid for that shit.
we didn't get
Yeah.
content to replace it with. So we're all still wondering why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had content to replace it with, and they took that away from us too.
For real.
Fucking menagerie. Bunch of assholes. Alright, so moving on. I don't have a segue for this one.
Yeah, this one's not really segueable. Speaking of my new mixtape,
Oh yeah. No, I got a perfect one for this one. Hey, remember not too long ago when people were getting like all kinds of crazy shit was happening to them at their house? We had a guy who fired a gun on stream in his studio. We had someone who got their room broken into, and we also had there was an IRL streamer where they got carjacked. So now Amaranth, who a lot of you probably know from being most famously banned for making weird noises while wearing a horse mask into a microphone.
Or the rest of you know because of
ASMR.
hot tubs.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, someone tried to set her house on fire apparently. Or at least
Allegedly.
that's what the investigators are now strongly suspecting is the case. We
Yeah.
didn't know before, but then now we just recently found out that it's getting a little for certain streamers out there, and honestly,
Yeah, which apparently
at
it
this
says that
point-
the origin of the fire may have started from like the trash can that's on the side of her house. And she said that she's had she's had people like shoot fireworks at her house and say that it was part of a 4th of July celebration, allegedly.
Right. Exactly.
It's fucking nuts out
Seems-
there, man.
oh
Seems
yeah,
unlikely.
Very much, yeah. Good lord. And she's had like issues in the past with swatting and things like that, and I mean all the things that we already know happens to a lot of the popular streamers. She's had to deal with before. And one of the biggest parts of this article that I've like read through and was like, Amaranth actually is really smart. She was talking about how like to prevent the potential swattings and for things happening, to have a good reputation already with your local law enforcement, to like make sure that you know and flag your address ahead of time once you start becoming like a popular streamer, just being like, hey, I need you guys to know, like, if you may not understand what I do, but these are potential threats and things that could happen that you guys might get alarmed and triggered to. So I need you to know ahead of time, if something flags here, don't come in guns blazing and shoot first, ask questions later.
yes.
I'm just a person here making content on the internet.
Right.
I was like, that is actually really, really smart advice to give to people.
I
Yeah.
yes, absolutely agree.
And this just brings about an adage old as time to the internet. Love or hate someone. Personally, I've probably shit talked Amaranth on this podcast more than any of us combined. For the love of God, leave it at shit talking. Like, bringing shit into the real world is come the hell on. Like, no matter how much you hate, an internet personality, you don't make this shit real. Come on, you idiots.
Yeah, like, just fucking turn the stream off. No one's forcing you to watch it.
Right.
Exactly.
There's just how many thousands of millions of streamers out there. Just go fuck somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or just do something else. Like,
Right.
leave them alone. Leave them alone.
Right. Go buy a fleshlight. Like, just fucking go fucking
Yeah.
fuck off.
Yeah, go fuck somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
God.
Bunch of damn degenerates on the internet.
Speaking of which,
Speaking of me,
Speaking of goddamn degenerates. Motherfucking. It's been so long since we've had to deal with anything that this motherfucker's done, and I think that we were talking and laughing about something while we were at MegaCon about him too. So of course
Yeah,
he would
we
pop
did.
back up
yeah.
into our topics again. Motherfucking Soulja Boy.
Yep. The CEO of Atari. Or wait.
The self-claimed. He went on Instagram Live and went, "Hey guys, I'm about to revamp the company. We taking Atari to the next level. I own Atari now, the gaming company."
yeah. To which Atari just tweeted out basically, "No, this is our CEO's name. This, you know, like,
Wade
keep moving,
Rosen.
bud."
Yeah.
Wade Rosen, yeah.
They're like, "We know the CEO of Atari is a dream job, but that honor belongs to Wade Rosen."
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
Soulja Boy just out here doing stupid Soulja Boy things.
Like he does.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know who he's talking to or who he thinks he's talking to, but yeah, he didn't buy and or acquire Atari, and
Nor was he in
I'm-
any sort of talks to.
I was gonna say, and not surprisingly, he has not responded to any clarification or contact from. This was from Input Mag. But I'm sure they're not the only ones. So yeah, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting to see the ridiculous.
Every single time this man shows up, he does some kind of goddamn shit and just immediately gets put back down. I'm waiting to see what he's gonna do next.
Yeah.
I want to know.
He's like,
Where-
I'm gonna release another console, and this is gonna be brand new, unique. It's the PlayStation with my sticker on it. That's what I'm releasing. Buy my PlayStation. This
Apparently he's playing
fucking-
Destiny 2, so maybe he'll come out with a console that is specifically for Destiny 2.
Oh, the Stadia?
Right.
No. Another console that's exclusively for Destiny 2.
Oh,
So
the
you can
Soul
finally play-
Jadia.
Oh,
yeah,
my God.
exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
It's just those Stadias that are in a hole somewhere rotting, but with Soulja Boy sticker on it.
You just
Yeah.
take the faceplate off the controller and replace it with a picture of Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just a picture of him holding the exotic weapon Soulja horn right on the front.
When you shoot it, it goes, you!
Yes.
Somebody would buy it. Somebody would. If it did
Okay,
that,
I would buy the
fucking
shit out of that.
it.
Fucking somebody hook me up with the Soulja horn. Let's go.
Oh, I like how Katie was not far behind me.
You.
Yes.
Oh god.
Oh man, that would be great. That would be great. I would actually enjoy that. Soulja Boy, open up those ear holes and
So-
listen.
Soulja
to
Boy,
our
go
wonderful ideas.
go talk to Bungie real quick. We need this to happen, please.
Yes, quickly.
Yes.
Whew. God, I'm tearing up now. It was too fucking good. I honestly, until I was also going through that article, I forgot that Atari was doing those gaming hotels, because those were announced
Yes.
like
my
what,
God,
2-3
yeah,
years
oh.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they recently kind of like talked about it again.
Mm-hmm.
I think that wasn't too long ago. we
No.
talked about that.
But like I'd
Yeah.
completely forgotten about it, and they were like going through the list of like, yeah, Atari doesn't need Soulja Boy's money. They're doing pretty great on their own. Like, look, they're gonna be releasing hotels. And it was like, oh yeah, I forgot, I kind of wanted that. Atari does still exist.
In some capacity.
It's not that just remnant of the 80s.
You do you, Atari. You still good in my book.
Yeah.
Even though your console had ET on it.
Well, that wasn't their fault. That was ET's fault.
They allowed it to happen.
Speaking of allowing things to happen,
Hey.
I'm on point tonight.
You are.
The September the 1st. Let's talk about it. So, to give you guys a little bit of background, coming up September the 1st, there's an organized, you could say, boycott of using or streaming on Twitch. Now, that's a pretty big deal, especially for a lot of people. And I'm sure there's some folks out there, which honestly I don't know if there are or not, but I'm sure there are some people who are going to be using it anyway. Maybe they're not paying attention to what's going on. But what is going on is that, well, I mean, myself, some people for sure that are in chat right now, and a lot of other folks on Twitch have been receiving what we're now calling hate raids, which maybe you've seen them, maybe you're not. If you're watching this on Twitch right now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically what happens is that person's chat gets spammed with all kinds of nasty stuff that's usually, you know, aimed at getting past the spam bots and things. So it's like, you know, slurs, Nazi stuff, real life details in some case, sometimes links to images of, you know, people that have been, I don't know, leaked or doxxed or whatever. It seems like some of it's targeted, some of it's kind of like by random.
Yeah, some of it's randomized.
Yeah, but I know for a fact, Nika, who's in chat or might still be in chat, was watching their stream the other day, and they got a really nice raid from someone that was really cool, and then immediately was followed up by a text spam raid of some really, really disgusting messages. And it was, you know, honestly, it's one of those things where, by the way, if this happens to you, the current modus operandi, no, not modus operandi, the thing that you should do should this happen to you is to, of course, turn on unique chat and or spam emote only chat, so that you don't have to deal with that anymore. Clear the chat out, and then, you know, just try and proceed as if it didn't happen. If you do get a bunch of follows out of it, the recommended thing to do is to take a screenshot, if you can, of a list of recent followers or the time signature when it happened. And believe it or not, this happened to me about 1.5 years ago, and they've actually cleared out a lot of the fake followers that I got. But that, of course,
those bots and shit that were grouping up a bunch of
doesn't
things.
repair all the damage.
No.
And of course, it's just not great to know that can happen pretty much any time. And to be perfectly honest with you, it happened twice in a row while I was watching Nika, and it just felt bad that there was no easy solution to try and, you know, circumvent all the nastiness. So what Wreck-It Raven, which is a streamer, I can put her link in the chat if you guys want to check out her channel. What she's talking about on Twitter is organizing a boycott day as a way of responding and saying that Twitch needs to be doing more than just saying, hey, you know, we've got our ear on this issue, and you know, actually move to make some sort of decisions about, you know, are they gonna be doing like this ban evasion detection or not, because they've talked about that. They've been talking about making improvements to how you sign up for accounts. That really hasn't come to anything.
Which it's unfortunately just like Twitch with a lot of things that they've been talking about and trying to promise lately, and they don't deliver on any of it or give any proof that they're trying to deliver on any of it. So yet again, we have, just like the DMCA issue, we have to take matters into our own hands in order to exist on the platform.
Yep. And so, I guess this is probably going to be like the second or third time now in the last 3 years that I've been streaming where I know for one that, well, I mean, we wouldn't usually be, well, no, that's a Wednesday. So yeah, we would usually be streaming on that day. And although we haven't really talked about it as a group, I know for one that I'm not going to be streaming that night. I'm actually going to organize a little get together to watch AEW Dynamite, since that happens to be on Wednesday night. And just gonna take a night off from Twitch, just to kind of get the point across that it's more than just a few people who are.
And more than likely, we'll push Survival Boys back to the next day instead because of it. So
yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I mean,
Survival Boys Wednesday the 2nd, not the 1st, or Thursday the 2nd, not Wednesday the 1st.
Yeah.
Wednesday the 2nd,
so,
the 2nd of the Wednesdays.
The second
Wednesday.
Wednesday, the sequel.
Hobbitses.
So, positive message to top that off, though, is that a lot of those people who have been receiving hate, like I mentioned, Nika, she got a really nice raid after that from some people who were sympathetic and knew about what was going on in her stream, which is a really nice way of supporting them. Record Raven has also received quite a bit of support in way of hey, I'm really sorry that the group that you're a part of, that's an already marginalized group, is receiving such hate, and it's being not necessarily allowed, but it is being allowed in the way that they're not
doing anything. Yeah.
So it is kind of nice to see the communities getting together and not only supporting what they're planning on doing, but getting together and getting others involved, and again making it a nice place. And maybe we can have some more love raids as opposed to hate raids,
which is what they should be.
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, not every stream is like a hey positivity stream. That again, I mean, shit, if you were sitting in the panel, be yourself. But it should at least be overall positive.
Yeah, like raids are there to build up whoever you're raiding. It's not there to tear down people.
Exactly. So yeah, crazy, but also true and important.
Very much so.
Because this is the platform, and to be perfectly honest with you, if I just didn't give a shit, then I wouldn't be doing it. But I really enjoy streaming, especially on Twitch and all the connections and people that I've met. So I want this to be the best place to stream that there is, and we got to make changes.
We got to take it into our own hands to get it there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I agree.
There you go.
So yeah, spread the news. Let your streamer friends know, and if you're a streamer, let them know, so that we want that impact to be as large as possible.
Mm-hmm. Gonna watch those numbers drop on Wednesday.
I mean,
oh yeah.
Hey.
You gotta do what you gotta do to make a point.
No, that's what I mean. Like, let Twitch watch those numbers drop on Wednesday and be like, oh shit.
As a matter of fact, I was gonna say, I almost forgot, and we didn't put it in the topic list, but they are now saying that due to the recent events with Activision Blizzard, that World of Warcraft, which was already a dying game, is literally on its last legs, because of the sub count drop and just the player base in general. Like I was reading someone's Reddit post on the news post saying basically that they had some insider information about the number of players that are actively on the servers and things like that. And while people are letting their subscriptions run out, they're not logging in nearly as much, and especially since there's no new content to try and bait them back in with, things are kind of falling apart at the seams.
I was gonna say, like, literally the minute New World drops, it's gonna be a giant nail in the coffin right now.
Yeah, and then in November, Yeah, if you're not coming to New World in November, we've got Endwalker coming to Final Fantasy 14,
Hey.
and that is already looking to be hella promising, especially if you're a fan of 4.
All I know
Yeah,
is you
there's-
get to lick the moon or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
there's the moon base in Final Fantasy 4. It looks to be one of the locales. So, I'm fucking hype. I'm really fucking hype.
If it doesn't taste like
I'm still
cheese, I
hyped
don't
for-
want to lick it.
I'm still hyped for New World. I don't know if you guys saw, but they also have not announced, but someone has revealed that there are unreleased and newly developed weapons coming to New World.
I thought I told you that.
Ooh.
I thought I showed you that.
Did you
Did I
send
not?
that to me? Because I remember seeing it and also posting it myself.
I also remember seeing it, and it wasn't like it was like while the beta was still active. I thought I sent that to you, but yeah, no, there's a bunch
I
of
saw
weapons
it
that were released.
afterwards, but maybe I just didn't remember seeing the one that you posted.
Yeah, some
No,
asshole
no.
on the internet sent Servo something about weapons at one point. We'll never know.
I'm just excited because all the ones that I was talking about are like listed there, and if that's legit, then that's very hype.
Yeah.
Because they're supposedly going to be having daggers,
Mhm.
void gauntlets, two-handed
Ooh.
swords,
Yep.
pistols, and what was the other one?
I thought there was a scythe.
Fucking chicken nuggets.
Nuggets.
Fuck,
Chicken
what was it?
nuggets.
It wasn't
Yo,
chicken-
you had me at Void Gauntlets, dude. Like,
void gauntlet, bro.
I always go with a brawler if I can find
Oh,
one. Ever since like the
one-handed mace. One-handed mace.
Ooh, okay. So I'm thinking back, like ever since like the Cerberus gauntlets and Devil May Cry, I've always been like, yo, give me the brawlers. Give me the brawlers.
Yeah.
Feed daddy some fists.
It would be cool if you could like dual wield the ice and the void gauntlet,
Yes.
Ice Gauntlet
or
was
at least
fun.
just switch back and forth between the two.
I still didn't understand which version of the Ice Gauntlet I liked better. I was like, do I like big ice attacks, or do I like make ice turret and freeze people?
Yeah,
Ice Turret was pretty good.
Ice turret was fun.
I had a lot of fun towards the end of the beta with the fire staff and the life staff together.
I ended up going with what basically became the meta, which was literally life staff and the Great Axe.
Yeah, or the Warhammer. That was very popular too.
I loved Warhammer so much because every move was a stun.
Yeah.
I went with the life staff and spear in the beta, and I had a lot of fun with
Ooh.
that because it was
Spear
nice.
move where you like kind of jump and throw it. That was, that
Yeah.
was fucking cool.
Well, especially because you had the life staff move on the right skill tree where you basically could just stick an aura to your enemy and it hurts them and heals you. So I'd stick that, drop a heal at my feet to give me the buff for fortification, and then jump into battle with the spear while they're pulsing heals off of them and just bleed them down.
Can you tell that we're the three that are the most hyped for New World to come out of the
Pretty
podcast?
much.
Oh yeah.
I'm so
We
excited.
could do a whole podcast about that. I feel
Oh, I'm
like.
sure we will
Oh,
when New World
yeah.
comes out for sure.
We need to have a Remnant New World like launch day event or some shit like that.
I'm gonna be definitely doing something along those lines. We could definitely make it happen.
Hell yeah.
We just need the launch day to be fucking definite for once.
Right. This
Oh,
year,
well,
please.
I mean, as long as they don't delay it again, yeah, we should be in good shape. But I guess we'll see.
We will
Where-
see.
All right, now mark this clip on the timeline of Servo saying that as long as they don't delay it again, and then just like do the SpongeBob thing 4 minutes later, and let's get the next announcement under delay.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright,
that's,
well, I think that pretty much
yeah,
wraps it. Unless you guys had.
that's all we had for you people. Go home. Go on.
Right?
Go home. You already
Imagine if
home?
we did that at the panel.
All right, guys. That's it. Go home.
All right, get out.
That's the end of the convention. It's 3 o'clock. Yep.
See you
go
at the
on.
convention. Go home.
Bye. Yeah. Just go tell everyone when you on the way out. Just be like, hey guys, it's Remnant Gamer said it's over.
Yeah, they said get out, go on.
Yep.
I want to see you here
Don't
anymore.
have to go home, but you can't stay home.
What?
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Anyways,
She fuck with me.
this coming Thursday, guys. This coming Thursday, Survival Boys on the channel. Wait, that's
That's-
next week. So this coming Wednesday and then next Thursday, Survival Boys, Remnant game nights, Friday nights if we can get everybody together and choose a game. I believe this week we've got a game put together. We'll be announcing that later on this week.
I think so.
And of course,
If not, we've got like 2 or 3 that might be in the works.
Yeah, we were talking. I know we were talking about one in particular, but whatever works.
Dan Dangle, thank you for the follow, by the way.
Yo,
Heyo.
Dango!
Dan Dangle.
If we might just end up doing Gardic phone. That was too much fun.
Yeah, it was, honestly.
And and then of course, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget follow, subscribe if you like, throw your bits at us. We enjoy that kind of stuff.
Join the Discord.
We are having
down below.
a great time in the Discord. You should definitely hop in if you guys want extra detailed updates about what we're doing or our individual channels. Like I usually stream on Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and everybody's got their schedules in there.
Or if you want to see a picture of Moose hugging an alligator.
Yes.
That too. We got all the photos from the cons these past weeks, and of course, if you want one of those rad shirts that we wore to the panel, you can get them at No Name Nerd with the code Remnant Gamers RMNTGMRS for 10% off.
No vowels.
Hell yeah.
We can't spell with vowels, so we had to make it simple.
That's right.
And don't forget, also, if you missed the podcast, you can catch us on the audio platform of your choice, and you can also catch us back on YouTube, where we've got little bite-sized clips of the podcast on there now. Nice and convenient. You can watch it segment by segment.
And there will be upcoming videos as soon as I am able to curb my ADD enough to upload audio and things to the Google Drive.
Then I will be able to finally do my editing and put the video up of the panel.
Yeah.
That's right. So yeah, just blame
And
if you guys-
pictures. And pictures.
and pictures. You can just blame me. Just yell at me in the Discord. I'll eventually make
Yeah,
it.
just directly everybody at Servo right now.
Yeah.
Whether you're listening to this live or you were catching this later, everybody at Servo right now.
Yeah, if you're hearing this, just put it in the Discord or in the chat. And I think that pretty much wraps it up, except for we have to thank some special people.
And a
We
really
do.
quick
Also-
special thank you to Plas for the gift sub to Katie, who was our mod and isn't subbed.
Hey.
With the hefty call out there. How you gonna be mod and not subbed?
Hey, that's...
Life lessons with Plas.
Thank you, Plas, for that gift to Katie.
But yes. So,
Yeah?
oh,
Guys, the thank yous are just so heart-wrenching that it actually tore Bruce up on the inside.
apparently, golly, I don't know what the hell happened. Just like fucking come up with your own thing here. I'm done. I'm checked out.
Fucked up, man. He's fucked up.
It really sent me for a loop there. So, at the end of the Remnant Gamers podcast, we like to take a special thank you. At the beginning of the podcast, I pull a list of subscribers, and we want to thank you. I'm doing great tonight. So, as of the start of this podcast, the subscribers that help us let us do what we love to do.
Did you ever want to you ever want you do somebody you can do anything?
I'm doing my best here. So we have at the start of the podcast the subscribers that help us do what we love to do. Class SC2, Acoth, Katie Lady 121, Love, Chappy Lips, It's Batsy, and Sparkly Unicorn 1219. We thank you, even though I don't words it good enough to thank you in a good way that we would like to thank you, but it means a lot to us, so thank you.
I would make you a script, but this is just so much better.
Honestly, I don't think he ever needs a script for anything that we're in.
Oh,
Just
so good.
Just cut me loose with my stupidity.
Think, Mark.
think, Moose, think.
Oh, I'm a special bean.
Yeah.
Just gonna go hide away in
So,
my little corner
I
back
am
here.
I am gonna go ahead and choose a raid target.
It's fine. I have nobody on.
The Betsy is taking a night off, so I'm gonna pick a special raid target just for tonight.
Oh boy.
Let's check out the Good Jared. So if you guys hop into the Good Jared's chat, let him know that the Phoenix gang is here.
Yeah, as opposed to
Throw
the
some
bad Jared.
emotes in there. Right. Throw some emotes in there. You can use my emote or my emote or the one that's like kind of like it's a chameleon but it's me or any of the other ones or the
Yeah.
one that's me.
Or my emote.
Yeah, or the shark one with
Mhm.
Jono on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Any of them. All of my emotes
Yeah.
with the shark woman Jono on it.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys there. Enjoy.
We'll see you guys next week.
It's a Hank Hill VTuber. That's who we're gonna go watch.
Yes!
Hell yes.
Yes!
I'm so excited. So stoked.
Good night, everyone.